Everybody's been talking about it since the fixtures were out. It's worth 3 points, like every other league game. It does mean a lot more than that, and I don't think there's any point in not acknowledging that. It means just a huge amount to everybody.
And now for a Wusu Bay! Portsmouth lead! O'Hara, 4 for Portsmouth!
Wins his header, shot on goal! Oh, what a goal! David Norris has equalised for Portsmouth in injury time, and the northern end of St Mary's explodes in blue colour. What a strike by David Norris!
Good morning, Andrew!
Yeah, good morning, Tom. I'm very much looking forward to today.
I bet you are.
I am indeed.
This is it, the 14th of September 2025. Strap in, I hope you're ready. We certainly are. Welcome back to Fournilwrittenalloverit for the one we've been waiting for touch over 13 years.
Yeah, about 13, something like that.
Today naturally needs no introduction. Nothing really needs to be said. Andrew, the wait is almost, well, it is finally over.
Well, there's a little bit of a wait this morning.
It's going to be quite some time.
Yes.
We've been saying this during the week. You'll see all the logistics as it unfolds today, but
A bit of OTT. Let's just say a bit of OTT.
what is, I think, extra spicy, not only has this fixture not been played very much and the distance has been so great between the two clubs, 9 times out of 10 on paper, they win this game. Their squad is ex-Premier League. They've had a decade of top flight mainstay up until last season. We've been rebuilding our own club in the 3rd and 4th tier of English football, and now the 2nd. This is the closest the two teams have been in terms of a divisional sense since 2005. Adds to the anticipation. I am thinking a 1-0 last minute Connor Chaplin winner would do nicely. Oh yeah, he's back, by the way. Connor Chaplin, that's the single best thing that's happened to us on a deadline day for at least a decade.
Come on, you South Coast Derby. John Machino, Super Blues. Come on.
This is probably one of the weirdest experiences I think I've ever had. We are sat on a double-decker bus, 8:10 on a Sunday morning, outside the North Stand. Does it get any more bizarre than that?
Unfortunately, in my life, it has been. Wake me up when we're there, Tom.
It's just very early.
We're in,
Yeah! Come on! What does today mean to you?
Everything.
We're actually in.
I'm so excited!
Come on!
All those long away days we've done together, midweeks, Saturdays, it's all led up to this.
Acron's been in the snow.
It's all led up to this.
I'd love to say 4-0 written over it, but I'm saying 2-1 Pomps, Bishop and Murphy.
1-0 Pompey, Colby Bishop, 88th minute.
Watch! Come on! There!
1-1 or 2-1.
Come on!
Blues.
It's almost still an hour to go. There is so much energy in this away end.
referee Ogle being smeared. If there's one game you could pick for that not to happen, with no disrespect to kill it, it'd be this one. The natives are restless. Pompey fans are loving it. Got to capitalise on this. What is he achieving there? By far the best move of the game, Pompey corner. We have largely controlled the South Coast derby. It feels so highly charged. I'm so proud of what I've seen in that opening 45. All you could maybe ask for, Barn, is one of those in the back of the net, really.
Mousinho will probably be the happier of the two, just because, like you said, we've had more possession. We've looked a little bit more threatening, but we haven't really done a lot with it. So like you say, there's just that worry that Southampton then catch us on the counter. There's been a couple of times when we've had a slightly higher line than I'd like to see, considering the pace they've got on both channels. It's been edgy.
Would I have taken this first half? Most definitely. We have been, to this point, the better team, make no mistake. It's been, a goal aside, as good a first half as I could have hoped for coming here.
Full time? A beer.
There is a very happy man sat in that seat. Good man.
We are so back, and we've never been more back. We have seeked a bit of refuge in where it all started.
Yeah, it did.
We are back right where we came from. Thank you for sticking with us right to the end of this. This would normally be the bit where we would be walking along, and because we're in the drizzling rain and because it's an away game that started at home, went away and then have come back home, we thought we would just sit here and have a nice civilised debrief. How does that sound to you? All good for you?
It sounds splendid.
Sounds absolutely splendid.
Havoc with my do.
Yes, well, my do has already had havoc wreaked. What a day. I wanted to kick off, before we get into the football chat actually, and this may be a little bit of an unpopular opinion, and I don't like to give them too much credit all of the time, but well done to the constabulary, the powers that be, everyone involved in organising today, because from minute one to the ground and then from the ground back here until the escort finished midway up the M27, we were rolling the whole time in those buses, and I thought it was, to a man, everyone was great. I thought stewards on our coach are fantastic. Any police that we chatted to, which we chatted to a couple of them, they were nice. I thought stewards their end as well, Southampton staff very pleasant, and it made the whole rigmarole of it, Dan, that was a rather difficult and perhaps unpleasant in terms of the whole process. It made it that little bit easier, didn't it? Feeling immensely proud, I think, is probably the overriding emotion. There are 4 big performances that I wanted to pick out. I thought there were big performances all over the pitch today. It's a toss-up for me between Andre Dezelle and Zach Swanson for man of the match. I thought both of them were superb, and in terms of first contacts and general all-round defensive performance, I thought Shaughnessy and Paul were immense too.
Shaughnessy and Paul, particularly second half in terms of the bodies on the line, Tom.
Does it feel to you like it does to me? And I'm asking a completely redundant question because I know what your answer is, we've already discussed it. I mean, I think you're quoted on this channel by saying here's what you could have won, and that kind of springs to mind a little bit today.
A little. As much as it was an occasion today, it's by no means going to define either of our seasons. I thought from 45 to 70 minutes, Southampton really found a foothold in the game. We probably edged the first half comfortably and might have been ahead on another day. We got a result out of it, and actually from sort of minutes 70, 75 on, either side could have gone and got the winner. I'm listening to people around me say that it wasn't an attractive game. My sort of answer to that is really, what does one expect? It was always going to be frenetic. A lack of familiarity breeds contempt. It doesn't happen very often. It's sort of, because it's not happening very often, it builds into this massive crescendo.
This was kind of in the plan to chat about at the end of the game, irrespective of the result today, and I feel like it's maybe even more pertinent. Connor Chaplin back in the Pompey shirt, albeit perhaps didn't shine the brightest today in terms of the 11 out there and the boys that came on. Just such a coup to get him back.
A proven operator at this level, definitely a feather in our cap and a coup to have him, as you say.
Last thing really from me before we move on to something a little bit more trivial. Zach Swanson is big game Zach, isn't he? I always remind myself of Tottenham. I think Yengi, Peterborough away last minute. And I think today a big occasion, and he turns up. And actually, maybe that's a more broader point. John Messino for the big occasion. Yeah, we've been watching the clips back in the coach of the handshake with Will Steele that's almost Antonio Conte, Tommy Tuchel-esque. It's I think he's been quoted in the press after the game by saying that the Pompey and Southampton managers should not be friends, and I think that's fantastic. Messino and the coaching staff got the mentality absolutely spot on today. I thought we looked up for it. I thought we were exemplary in a performance sense. All that was missing was the goal. I have to say, and maybe this is me not hearing it because of all the noise that was around us, rather quiet home atmosphere this afternoon, which if you can't get yourselves up for what is the biggest game of the season, both home and away, I worry, but I don't worry, I don't care.
Being the home side in particular, having just stepped out of the Premier League, the pressure was really on them to get a result today. We look a much more solid structure. Our shape out of possession was very good today, I will say that. Given our front four looks incredibly exciting, we've yet to concede more than one goal in a match this season. Hello, Smiler.
Any thoughts, just briefly?
No, I'm just pleased we're back in civilization, Tom.
Thank you for joining us right to the end of this. It might be an extra lengthy Fournilwritten all over it, but for very good reason. I really hope you've enjoyed what we've put together for you. We will be back this time next week, actually over there for the visit of Sheffield Wednesday to Fratton Park. It is a stone's throw from here, and it's a week's throw away from now. We're very much looking forward to being back with you. The three of us and plenty more of the 4-0 gang will be here for that one. We cannot wait for January now, can we? Get that one bookmarked in your calendars. I'm sure it already is. But until next weekend, have a great week. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. Keep the faith, and as always,
play out Pompey.
Play out Pompey.